reoccurring every single month for all of season 2, plus one of these awesome partners that are going to be available as we see where Flashpoint lands and what their plan is going to be. Of course, rocking the really nice composition of Crypto, Watson, and Wraith. Now, this counters the Caustics in the lobby, and I think that's the thought process for Kubsky is if everyone's going to be playing Caustic, yes, Caustic is extremely strong. Yes, if I'm playing Caustic, I'm going to be able to walk through enemy gas. But if I have the interception pylon towards the end of the game, I'm going to be able to counter the defensive bombardments and the grenade that comes through. So I really like this, and if you're able to utilize it, we still see how it can continue to be strong. And also, I really like the EMPs coming in from Rambo, but Panda's the last game with his Peacekeeper is the reason that they took first place, and that's big kill points. You get the 3 kill points from mopping that team, plus the extra 3 points from finishing 12th compared, or first compared to second, which is 12 points compared to 9. So that was a 6-point turn just based off those Peacekeeper shots alone.
Yeah, and they were, of course, able to get us that ring information in a minute 50 before the ring starts closing. That is their timing here, leaving countdown now. And they showed us the ring as well, going down over towards Lava City. But this is a very far rotate, even with this timing, the priority. We didn't get to see what the dropship looked like, but with this timing, I would say did not favor them at all. But now here they are making the rotation. They might have to settle for a spot that's not the god spot for this ring, but they can play off of finding a spot that allows them more rotations. We'll see what they play off of at this point. Surprisingly enough, not running through any teams in train station as we join on board with Team Season, who are making their way south now. You got to imagine towards Tree, and will continue to hug the south side of the map. Their loot is absolutely nuts. I don't know why it took me this long to take a look at it, but double purple along with the gold armor for Clean.
This is fantastic. Also, another very fast rotation. It's not surprising that these teams are sitting over towards the top 3. And they're so fast that they're even beating the team that was Thermal. So they're going to try to do a little gatekeeping, trying to watch over towards the side. It's very commonplace. If the Thermal team is going to rotate, they're going to come over towards Tree. But now we see our first fight happening over towards a major POI, towards where the zone's going to be. Pony Gang stuck inside this building over here. Not necessarily stuck because looks like, oh, now they're stuck because the other team is going to force them away from that roof. And this is the priority position that I believe that Rakanishu and his squad is going to try to take. Nice little finger roll from DePresley is going to land that barrel over towards the top, but this is Team Superior, as expected. Rakanishu switches off of the Gibraltar, going on over to Bloodhound. He's also going to pop the Beast of the Hunt, hit some extra scans. They realize that this is the first team to rotate. They want to try to clear these guys out and take this building before any third parties start to come.
There's a chance that the Dome team doesn't even come either. And so, yeah, the third-party timing is a little bit off here. Team Superior versus Pony Gang. The HP is actually the same across the board right now. So you got the 2 blues on Superior, but 1 purple. Excuse me, never mind. Never mind. It's just 25 HP advantage. We'll see if they can find an opening, though. It looks like Team Season have found a fight, and they were able to get the knock and the finish on to Watson. So we'll see if that fight persists for now, and it's Sweaty only who have taken this position just north of Dome. Now, we see a lot of teams play. It's a flex position that allows you nice sightlines to try to get KP, but it looks like they want to try and have a control of building early on. TPM have found a fight over here at this connector area. The choke right now is Up Sushi is forced to heal up. He has less than 50 HP, but they're able to get the knock onto one member. Now making an entrance is Tailless, the beautiful spray down, but did not get a knock. Unfortunately, TPM are going to call it there, as too many teams are just in the area.
What a great job by Tailless. I mean, he was basically a one-man wrecking crew throughout all that, but the presence of mind to back off when his teammates are just so far away, you don't want to go down in that situation, especially since if you go down, that's a very quick armor swap with a purple whoever's inside that building. So Tailless realizing how important he is to his squad, and a very hard job to back off there, but it is the right play as we see what Flying Platypus is going to do. Triple purple here and some decent high ground. It looks like they have this team trapped. It's all going to come down to Moosin and this caustic grenade. If he's able to attach on that one, it's going to be pretty difficult for Hanukkah's pets, and it does. Casellos is lost in the sauce over here. One more tick and he's going to be down. We'll see if they got the memo, but Moosin also answers with a lot of damage taken on his side. Finally, Casellos is going to eat it. Moosin is the weakest player. The bait and switch coming through. Hanukkah Keep in mind, this is our first place team. They're going to go get the knocks. They get double knocks over here. Looks like they're going to try to finish off Bronzy, and they do, somehow winning that team fight. Konica and Fade getting Castelos back in the 3-on-2, and now you see why they're sitting in first place. That's a team fight that they should not have won.
Hanukkah has been the absolute MVP for his namesake squad here, clutching that one up, and I believe he had some great moments as well in game number 2. But it looks like we have a fight. 6 squad now facing off against them. But oh, Metro will be able to finish that one off with the charge rifle, taking out Slim Daddy Bones. We are now down to 18 squads remaining. I believe also one player was rezzed into this as well throughout all of that. Absolute units, though, trying to make a push onto this building. Defensive bombardment has been used, and Sleepy Panda will climb up for that high ground, but unfortunately is forced back to the low. Here's the barrel, but he needs the rest of his squad here. It's going to be so difficult to try to find an opening. A small sliver of that window is there, but the bubble has been used. Here comes the EMP, allowing him to shoot in, but Sleepy Panda gets tagged from outside. He does get the knock onto Tempest. They're trying to finish off this team here. He knew they were recovering. They're trying to find the timing on the third party. It was a little bit late, but they have the opening now. Going in as a full 3-man sir, lifts a lot, utilizing the stairs well with that defensive arm shield as well. And now it looks like Tempest, Metro, and 6 will go down. TSM are out. MST, excuse me.
Well, you know, it's close enough. Same amount of letters inside that one, but now we see what Flashpoint is doing, and they've elected to take a very interesting spot. Like you said, Jamerson, they weren't able to get into the God spot, but they are able to at least make it towards Lava City. And now they are going to be the gatekeepers throughout all this, and Rambo is going to be able to get some really nice drone coverage. And this is, again, the power of the Watson. With the fences down, you're less likely to get charged because teams end up just walking directly into the caustic barrels and they go, whoops, now we're here, and then they end up fighting you. But with the Watson, you're able to showcase that you're there, and then other teams think twice before they start to make their move over here. Also, when you're low on utility, you're able to charge this up here. So I really like the way that Kubsky set up those fences. That's going to be some nice area to go and try to own. Now, Team Cruelty, we've seen this area locked down by a lot of popular teams. This is where TSM likes to hold a lot of these Lava City endings. Question is, what Lava City ending do we have? This is going to go more over towards the city itself. Is it going to go more towards those eggshells towards the dome, or did Team Cruelty call this one and is it going to pull more over towards the hill in between where they're located and lava?
Yeah, Flashpoint should be able to get it for us because they do have that beacon just to their east, and we'll find out in just a moment there. Now, with the density of squads that are in Lava City, they should be able to farm up their Evo shields. Rambo, every time he goes in with the EMP, should get some decent damage to charge that one up. We'll see how well he can do that. They'll have a lot of time to work with, as they should have 2, maybe 3 EMPs that they can use throughout all of this. And so, even though their armor situation, you know, they're still on blues for Rambo and Kubsky, they should easily be able to farm it. As we do have Season finishing off helping here. We're now down to 17 squads, absolute units still in this fight. As now, excuse me, no, they've actually moved their way on through. As Talus finds a knock onto Crook. I don't know exactly which squad is there in front of them that have that beacon building, but they have been spotted out by a drone. Nice shots with the 30-30 to clear that one out. Season taking this dome fight now, and it looks like they have the numbers advantage. With another knock, they will finish that one out.
Season getting third party, though. The EMP is going to connect, and I was just going to compliment them on their great team fighting ability, but are they about to go down? Klein with just a sliver of HP. I'm not sure if this team realizes exactly how weak they are. Keep in mind, no knocks happening means that they have no idea. Now a nice bubble being placed. Klein is going to hit that fast heal with the gold, and looks like they're able to recover throughout all this. So amazing job by Season. And now we're looking at basically Konica, Season, and Flashpoint as the 3 standout teams, as we've virtually almost hit the halfway point of the qualifiers here for Series E Season 2, day number 1. TPM off of their early rotation now. Looks like they're going to lock down this area with a bunch of caustic traps and a ton of loot, so they're going to be able to get a decent amount of resources. But SCN Season, their team fighting is very impressive, and we've seen them throughout Series E is Team Applejack. So watch out for them sitting in third place right now.
Yeah, one of the things about Applejacks we constantly noted was that when they weren't getting 50-50'd, they performed. But when they had to fight off of drop, when their rotations were slowed down, they definitely did struggle here. But now we're seeing what happens when they meet less resistance. They're really able to perform up to the standards that we know that they're capable of right now. Kaneka's pets didn't make their rotation through launch, but now it looks like they will back away. They have options still left to them, and they can still continue to try and find fights here on the edge. Back on board with Flashpoint, who are still playing inside the caves currently. They have to worry about TC to their south. They know that teams could still be running in from their west, but this position still incredibly strong for them. Beacon still within range. The ring is pulling on over. It looks like towards that TSM ending that you were talking about, over towards the north of the eggshell, possibly still has an opportunity to go down towards the car on the eastern side of Dome. Here's Rambo going out with that drone to pick up the ring information for us.
He also has the opportunity to hit an EMP if he wants to continue to charge up his Evo shield, but one of the things you'll notice about what Rambo's doing is he is having a presence, but he's not wasting his ammo. With only 111 shots in his Volt, that's basically, what, 3 clips, which is one team fight if you're lucky, if it's just back and forth. So I really like the thought process there. When you rotate so fast, you don't have an opportunity to get a lot of resources. Also, they weren't able to find any kills along the way or any type of loot. So very conservative play, but they've been in this situation a ton as we continue to see what TPM is up to. They're going to get a knock and finish on a Casellos. And that's a big kill right there.
Yeah, I'm wondering what he was doing out there by himself, but just caught out by TPM. Fade is going to get knocked as well. That season coming in for that one now. And it's all up to Kaneka with 2 teams in the area to try and recover these banners. Now it looks like he's going to elect to just rat this one out, try to play as small as possible. Now, there are less Bloodhounds in the lobby, but there are still Cryptos and so many other legends that can help you spot out the rat. And Kaneka has only hit the top 15.
Hopefully watched E-Boy Ronnie through these situations to find out exactly what he's going to do. And it's either going to be a blessing or a curse that he's on the edge of the zone right there. You may have a team just end up rotating directly towards where you're at. But I like the thought process to get out of there as we see where that zone's going to pull. And it's exactly as predicted. Nice shots going up the zip line. See if he's going to be able to finish these players off. 2 players directly next to each other ended up really working out as the air shot's not going to be let enough. He does connect on a couple of them, though. And that team's saying, we don't want any part of season. We're going to completely back off. Kenny getting aggressive inside of his drone. That's going to be Team Cruelty over towards the side, picking up the rest of those kills and damage. And I like this zip line over towards the top. The Clamor comes through, doesn't connect with either one of those. And now Scissors taking a lot of damage from the side. He does not get the armor swap. Just barely, you can see. Picked it up, but as he did, he got shot from behind. Senpai, I believe he does have a bubble coming up here very shortly. He's going to have to slide out to cover. Scissors maybe left for dead throughout all of this, but Team Cruelty, unfortunate situation is I believe you have the rat over towards the side too. So now Scissors is going to be taken out, and SZN continues to steamroll this game in this lobby.
Yeah, and they can continue to play off of this dome position as well. It looks like part of the eggshell, the interior of it is still in. So Season are sitting pretty. They've got the ultimate Excel for Kenny as well, getting that EMP up as quickly as possible for them for now. 13 squads, 38 players remaining. And so, yeah, that just means what? 1 player is actually missing off of out of this lobby right now is Stomps. Finds a triple take knock onto Joey Blackout, Team Superior. They were, of course, inside Lava City. What is going on there? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of teams still funneled up there on the northeast side.
Yeah, you can see the EMP going to be used for both these players sitting over towards the top. Wraith's going to hop in the portal so that gets avoided throughout all that. Absolute units stuck inside of this little eggshell, as you were saying, Jamerson. They have to fight their way out of this one. Now it looks like they are going to elect to start to push in. Maybe going to coexist inside of this building, as it looks like there's already 2 teams inside of here. Sir Liftslot takes a lot of damage. He's going to have to bubble through out of this. Great grenade coming in from Sleepy Panda. Is going to be able to buy some time for the rest of his teammates to heal. Clane now trying to clamber up over towards the top. And it looks like there is a player or 2 that's sitting up there. So Clane needs to be careful because he may be pleasantly surprised that this is not a rat. And unfortunately not Revenant. And also maybe that rock's a little slippery. I'm not sure if it rained over here in the back of Dome recently.
Hanukkah got a knock onto Night Raven's wings. It looks like it was Casellas that was brought back into this, but now he's going to come down to a 1v2. And throughout all of that, we'll find out in just a moment. The fighting still continuing over here. Absolute units losing out on Sir Lifts a lot, which could have been crucial here. They still need to make it over one more building to be safe in this zone. They recover him and will go ahead and instantly pop him back. But that's going to be the long walk of shame if he can even make it throughout all of this. He'll take some big zone damage as well as he comes out of that drop ship. We have the Ultimate Excel being dropped down, so maybe they do have the port opportunity as well. Team Cruelty still holding position over here, as it looks like Hanukkah's pets will finally get wiped out as top 15, so only securing one placement point for themselves with a handful of kill points as well. Team Cruelty, though, still playing up here as a duo, but they are pinched. They've got a team to their north. They've got Season to their south, and they're going to have to move soon. They will at least have a bubble to work with.
It's going to be Rambo's drone from inside there, Team Flashpoint, kind of showing that they're still in the zone. They're still in this game with a little sliver of this cave going to be inside. And I love the way that Team Cruelty's been able to live, even though Scissors was taken down through all this. Now this is the portal that I was waiting for from Eubin. Which area is he going to elect to play? Takes a lot of damage from the side. Going to have to back up and heal as he hits a Phoenix. This is going to be exactly when the zone is going to close. But instead of hitting a Phoenix, going to slow heal with these cells, armor swap instead, and then probably some syringes. This is how you do it, though. You wait until the very last second, try to gatekeep over towards the side, and then you go and hit that portal to try to just own a little bit more real estate. Wally taking a very unorthodox angle, but now it makes sense as Kodagami going to link back up with his team, and this is going to be a very interesting ending. Murdog gets taken out over towards the side. SGN Season picking up a lot of kills. Now Flashpoint made their move outside of the little cave. You can see red armor in their hands. They could meet up with Flashpoint here very shortly. 6 kills for Klein. He's going to back off defensive bombardment. And now there's going to be a team over towards the right-hand side too. But Season has played this perfectly, rotating out from the dome side. Klein going to back off. Bubble going to be popped there from Lion. A lot of focus over here towards the side. They may have to take a fight.
And the zone hard pulls on over to Lava City as well. This ending we've seen before in the past. Ending basically right where Stomps is. So the team's not expecting this. We are seeing some strange pulls coming out from the ring today out of the 3 games that we played, but I was watching some of the qualifiers as well, watching Tech stream throughout all of that, and we were all surprised by a lot of the pulls right now. Team Season, though, with the EMP as they are getting burned down as the gas. Never mind, Clean will go down. No! Seems like he might have made it into a Q or report just in time to survive. As Stink himself has to back away here, drop down to 1 HP. Barrel comes out from Kodagami, but it gets cleared and he took a lot of damage. 98 damage, unfortunately not able to get the knock, and he will go down as Stink still needs to recover. Kodagami will get finished off. Season continuing to find kill points here, but now the screws are going to be turned on them as they've got 8 seconds to work with. They don't have the defensive bombardment. We'll see if they can rotate into this safely, as Wally Catchers are going to get spotted out by Season throughout all of this. They do have barrels still set up by Kodagami, and so they can pop those to keep some of their back clear. But again, this is a difficult rotate for themselves as they're going to swing to the east-hand side. They do have a rock to work with some cover. Great God is trying to keep an eye on the team to their west right now, but oh boy, the teams in the buildings, they've got the sightlines. It's going to be Farmer Lucas to take him out. He is safe behind cover for now, but his Season to be able to survive this. The bubble is a little bit short here, but allows them for the reset if they so need to use a defensive bombardment right on top of Klein as he backs away the EMP to buy some time and creates an opening for them to try and push up for now. Playing behind the cards though, and as they do have a moment of reprieve currently. Low HP, but they've got the cover. They're going to heal up. Kubski from Flashpoints has been knocked throughout this rotate. You might have an opportunity to get him back up into this, but they need a full heal first.
Oh no, the thermite from hell coming from the roof right there is going to eat Rambo alive. You can see them trying to stay underneath this little... Oh no, the Gibby popping out onto the light post. Rambo 1 HP. Now Tech Caney going to capitalize on that. Panda's last guy alive, doing whatever he can to survive, but this is just bullying from these teams on top of the roof. Now they're going to start to push down over towards the bottom. Farm Boys have been in a great position this entire time, just letting all of these teams fight over towards the outside, but this has been a huge game for Season. They pick up a couple more kills onto Greek God, onto Stink. Rambo's going to go down. Cubsy's going to go down. this is not looking good for Flashpoint, as now SCN is going to really try to take advantage of this. But Kenny's down, Lion going to get the armor swap. Really up to Claim to try to do something here, because with such a great game, you want to try to capitalize with these big 12 placement points.
There's 10 seconds left before the zone starts closing in on them as the defensive bombardment comes down. The connection's there from Stomp, but they will be able to reset now. But I don't know if they'll ever be able to recover their player as well, as he is just stuck behind that card. As you can see, Blights and Tech have the sightline over it right now. Pony Gang still playing inside the building for now. Caustic Gas slowing things down for them. Now the slow zone comes in. Kenny finally gets finished off. And so Team Season are going to be playing this one out as a duo. Lion has not healed yet. His clan is just trying to survive for as long as possible. Going into that queue, Lion will fall. Now, Team Applejacks, well, excuse me, Team Season not be able to survive for long. Clay gets finished off there as Team Superior are still in this, but Sweaty only have some great sight lines. No one's shooting at them, and strangely enough, Presley going down low here for Pony Gang as they have to make way outside now, as Sweaty only still holding the position outside, playing the bubble here as Blight will swing on in for that flank, but he will ultimately fall down. Farm Boys gonna get the armor swap. Impulsive Dream, they take the dub, but how many kill points did they get? We saw both Flashpoint and Team Season really lighting up the kill feed, especially Team Season there. Again, Farm Boys, congratulations on the Game 3 win.
It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with the leaderboard. Game number 3, like you said, going on over to Farm Boys. Question is, how many kill points did everybody pick up throughout the entire time? Kaneka's Pets, they got out in around 13th place, a couple of kill points here and there. So we're looking around 5 teams after 3 games here with a huge opportunity to win, but still 2 games remaining could mean anybody could take this one. Keep in mind, only 1 spot available to make it into Series E.
And we have 2 games left. And so we're going to take a short break. When we get back, we'll have game number 4 of the Series E qualifiers just after this.